Boys, we're live.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. It's been a while since we turned the mic on.
Way too long.
I'm not used to this.
We're shaking the rust off.
Right. All right. Well, episode 5. Welcome back. First of all, we gotta apologize to some people who've been counting on us, our super fans.
Yeah.
Anybody?
We got plenty of super fans actually. We got Carter Gall, Liv Vasios. Who else we got? Mr. Giltz, Mr. Christensen.
Yeah. Jake
Weedoff.
David Pham.
Yeah.
Appreciate all you guys.
Yeah, of course. Sorry we've been absent lately. Yeah.
Better late than never, and I think we're all refreshed from our, what's the word? Our little hiatus.
Our hiatus.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we're ready to go. Our vocal cords are fresh. We're like an NFL running back after a very thorough rehabilitation.
Yeah.
We got that juice in week 1.
We're hitting that resume button on the number 1 podcast.
Number 1, the original
Wheaton South podcast.
100%. The pioneer, the granddaddy of them all, and the first one to the game. The first one to create a name for itself here on campus.
Yeah.
Shout out Ryan and DJ.
The Godfathers, which we will be in touch with soon.
Yeah.
DJ is a college athlete now, so hard to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Ryan Frank the Tank, very busy in his studies, and also the recent surge in performance of Illinois football.
Of course.
And basketball.
Yeah.
Illini tipped off last night, so Ryan Frank the Tank is very busy right now with Illinois athletics as a super fan. But we will get them on the Cast for an Alumni episode soon.
Of course. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Thanksgiving break?
Maybe. Should be in town.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to catch up on some stuff that we've been missing since we've been gone.
Yeah, it's been a while.
What do you want to start with?
Start with football.
Football, of course. Football. All right. Wheaton Warrenville South lost to Brother Rice in the first round of the playoffs.
26-27.
Very close.
Game to remember.
It was a game to remember.
So, yeah, me and Sam were actually at that game.
Yeah.
Did you go?
No, so unfortunately I had some business that took me out of state. By out of state, I mean about 5 minutes across the border in Indiana. And actually, the way Chicago lines up on the south side, I was probably closer to the game than you guys were here in like Wheaton.
Yeah.
Or families here in Wheaton Warrenville that didn't make the road trip to Brother Rice on the south side. So I was just really an arm's reach away from the game. So I felt the energy across the border in Indiana.
Yeah.
No, it was nuts. We showed up. And we showed up in our pajamas. I had my stuffed animal.
Of course.
Everyone dyed their hair orange. But, we were ready. And we walked in, and obviously no one had that high hopes because Brother Rice was, ranked number 3 or something, right? They're good. They're supposed to be good.
They're some big boys.
Preseason, they were the number 1 in the state. But at least per some sources. But, yes, they lost a couple games during the season to some powerhouses like Maryland. Or not Maryland. Loyola.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were a serious contender, obviously.
No, yeah, and so we show up, we go into the stands. I don't even know what we're expecting at this point. First play of the game, Reese Young catches it, takes it back, 12 seconds, it's 7-0 with 11:48 left in the first quarter, and we just
everybody went
froze.
Nuts.
It was insane.
I gotta give him some grief. It took him 12 seconds.
Slow poke.
4.34 or whatever his official combine 40-yard dash time.
Yeah, shouldn't it be something like 10 or something if he's running a 4.34?
Yeah, right. Shout out to Reese, by the way, because he is a sports marketing alumni. Your classmate, 7th period, fall 2020. And honestly, man, Reese, no disrespect to the Wheaton Warrenville South coaching staff, because I've coached not a single down of organized football in my life. I wanted to see him have the ball every play on offense.
Seriously. No, he caught the last touchdown too, right? The one.
He did.
I think so. Yeah.
The streak down the field. Although I was in Indiana, I was streaming on YouTube.
Sure.
Thanks to Brother Rice and their YouTube channel. One thing I can be thankful to Brother Rice for.
Shout out Brother Rice. Just this once.
And another thing about that game, I know Summer he made the bus ride out, and then he was like, I don't know.
He wasn't
thinking he was gonna play it, and then
his shoulder.
Yeah, his shoulder still, and his finger. He dislocated.
No,
it's on his left
got
hand,
messed up in
the
North game.
He was unsure on it whether or not he was gonna play, and then he stepped on for warm ups, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this." So he played through it. Yeah, as soon as he stepped on, he said he knew it. So
shout out,
good to hear.
Throw It Deep Academy, I think. Hey, Throw It Deep, you know how to toughen those kids up. And again, Summerdike, another sports marketing alum.
Yeah.
No, another highlight of the football game was Shane Sidarski. Shane was playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Probably the best game of his life. Sunshine. Like, I don't know. He was in 2 turnovers. He stopped 2. Did he stop 1 or 2 touchdowns?
I'm not sure.
Well, okay, but
I don't want to sell him short. On accident.
Shane was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's got a little Clay Matthews in him with the hair.
Yeah. That's insane.
Well, bringing up Shane, all conference, we had Shane.
Yeah.
Matt Summerdike, Matt Paver, Reese Young. Who am I missing? I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm blanking. I should know this.
Berkeley should be up there with that leg of his, but
Berkeley's got a serious leg.
Yeah.
Hoover might have been.
I mean, that whole, just besides the all-conference, that whole game was just insane. Crazy good battle between, both offense and defense. We held them to probably the lowest, amount of points they've scored this season. Something like that. I mean, 27 for, a team that usually scores 50-something points in a game. And then the fact that we also put up 26.
I love that we go to a school, because my high school, not a football powerhouse. I love that we have a school here where even though we were 5-4, we have, top 3 team in the state on their heels.
Gave them a run for their money.
First round of the playoffs. And none of the kids on our team were scared. And it looked like they were in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
We were expecting to win. So props to Wheaton Warrenville South's coaching staff. So whatever the sports psychology they were using in the locker room or the week of practicing up to the game.
It worked.
But yeah, that's great. Hats off, and I'm glad to be here because I love a good high school football game on Friday night.
Especially Norris's first year. I think that's a good
way to
yeah.
Shout out to Coach Norris, by the way, for going for 2.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people
especially after, because first off, Q got bopped in the head that one time. And Norris got penalized for yelling about it.
I was happy about that. I was glad he stuck up. He went out there firing for his players. I love that. I love that.
Good thing by Norris right there. I mean, the refs weren't exactly on our side. Obviously, we can't blame a loss on the refs, but
yeah, that's not the Tiger mentality, right?
Yeah, but it didn't necessarily help either.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. I did leave out Jim Hohenstein.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Jimmy.
He's like Captain America, isn't he?
Yeah, Jim and I go way back. Beef. I'm sorry, Jim. I forgot about him.
Yeah, and he's a friend of the show.
He is. We brought him on.
Yeah, Jim's been on here before.
Of course. All right. Volleyball. We switching gears to volleyball?
Yeah, we can switch to volleyball. All
right.
Yeah, you being the resident super fan.
Yeah,
I guess so, but unfortunately I had to miss their last game because I was at a Matt team competition, which a lot of people laugh at, but I got priorities. I made a commitment to a team. I had to show up.
Yeah, and you're the senior leader of that team.
Yeah.
You're the heart of the locker room there.
We had 5 seniors.
If the math team had a locker room.
The whole right. But anyways, they had a good run. Lost in sectional championship. It was heartbreaking.
I mean,
I was following it on Twitter every few seconds, kept refreshing.
No, and the fact that it was so close, because it was third game, 25-27.
Yeah. Right? It was something it was past 25, I know that.
Jeez, dude. No, I remember because we also went to watch the regional game, was it?
I was at all of them, besides that last one. I was at all of them.
Because you're the super fan.
Yeah.
I came along with Mr. Superfan here. So I think it was the regional one where they played the Glenbard West, yeah. And that was nuts. They killed them. Sorry, Glenbard West, but in 2, that was insane.
That was Lily Hunsinger ended that one, right?
Lily had 7
She had a 6 service points or something. Nuts. I don't know. It was a good streak at the end to close us out.
Yeah, indoor volleyball is awesome. Seeing the burst, compared to sand volleyball, you just can't get that bounce.
Exactly, because you're kind of dragging a little bit.
Very, very such a momentum game. So many swings, and again, I'm glad. Just like with football here in the tradition here, it seems like we're pretty much a state contender every year, just like it's in our DNA. It's in the water supply here in Wheaton. I don't know where we're getting our water from, like Michigan or an aquifer or something like that.
No, I mean,
I think that speaks to Coach Schreier, to be honest.
Schreier
been with us for a while, and he's tearing it up as both boys and girls.
Yeah, Schreier's great coach. He obviously knows what he's doing.
Right.
They've been doing pretty well for themselves recently. And, I mean, they've done well for themselves in the past.
Right.
Like, our volleyball program, our football program, we just have a lot of good sports. Because I was just thinking, I was down at Peoria this past Saturday for cross-country state finals.
Of course.
There you go.
And first off, Michael Atkins, 25th All-State. Congrats to Michael right there.
Boy, Mikey.
Also committed to Eastern Illinois University for cross-country and track.
The house that Tony Romo built and Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's right.
And a few other NFL greats.
So, yeah, I mean, Michael got 25th. Our team didn't do, insanely well, but we showed up with, I think we had 4 out of the 7 runners were juniors. So we had a lot of, strong underclassmen.
So let's run it back, you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Next year.
All right.
And cross-country, too, has some great coaching. Kuntz has been coaching for 40-something years.
Yeah.
Lawrence has been doing it for 15 or 20. I don't know.
I know
that's a guess.
I know he got into the program with when Coach Todd.
Yeah.
He took over kind of in that role. But yeah.
I mean, that was a while ago.
It was. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah, the guys did great. Mikey, I know Mike was 29 on that coming in to the third mile.
No, I mean,
and Coach Kuntz was he's got it.
I was watching him the whole race. 'Cause I would count what place he was in. First time I saw him, he was in 31st, and then he just kept going. He went 30, 29, 28, and then the last 800 meters he passed 3 kids.
It's crazy.
All-state. 25th is the lowest score you can get to be an all-state athlete. So congrats, Michael.
Congrats, Mike.
Web design.
Web design. You got to be
the web design.
I'll tell you what, he's a heck of a runner, but he's a heck of a web designer too.
Got a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah,
he does.
There we go. The girls, I think 17 down in Peoria.
Yeah, girls did pretty well too. Girls also have a really young group. They don't have very many seniors on their starting 7.
They've got another Poglich, right?
Yeah, Nikki Poglich. I think she's a freshman, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and she was either first or second for our team. It was her and Annie McAbobby that were up there for the first 2. So those 2 actually did really well, too.
Were they down in Peoria with you as well? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They ran at 1 and the boys ran at 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Congrats to both cross-country team. Season's over, finally.
Let those shins heal up. Let those knees heal up,
Before indoor track, right?
Indoor track.
Come soon. All right. Well, besides that, I mean, we recapped most of the sports, but we got signing day, National Letter of Intent
signing day
this morning. We had Darby Harris going to Rice for volleyball, Dylan Bureau going to Purdue for swimming, Dylan Feely going to Quincy for boys volleyball. Ellie Farrell going to Calvin in Michigan, right, for soccer.
Michigan for soccer.
Who else? Lily Hunsinger going to DePaul for basketball, girls basketball. And then I think we got
Megan Economos she didn't sign, but she's going to.
I think. Tonight, I think.
To Loyola.
Bears signing Friday to Johns Hopkins.
Michael Atkins, we just said.
Oh, yeah.
Signing to Eastern Illinois.
Unsure on when he's signing, but
he'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's got it.
We also got Gavin Macbeth, who's also going to Calvin in Michigan. And he's going for lacrosse.
Yeah.
I
think that's about it.
I think that's about it. If we forget, feel free to let us know.
Yeah. Decorated list of athletes that roam the halls here. And
some big name schools.
I must say, they roam the halls quite humbly.
They do.
Because, I mean, it's only my second year here. Sure, I don't know everybody. But, it's not like they walk around the school like they own the place or a sense of entitlement or anything like that. So, props to the teachers that were here before me that, taught them well and taught them to be humble. Same with their coaches and, of course, their families.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the Wheaton Warrenville South tradition. I'm a little biased because it's obviously my school, but I don't know. I just feel like there's something about this school as opposed to other high schools that's like it's not just like, oh, you have to play football or something to be like respected. Like we got a whole group of people. I mean, we're good at lots of different things. We're good at speech. We're good at sports. We're good at, I don't know,
Renaissance men and women.
We got music. Marching band's been doing well.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of that, sorry, this may be a little bit of topic change, but Clue tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. There's 4 shows. I'm pretty sure.
Tomorrow,
Saturday, but one on Thursday and one on Friday.
Yeah, one on Thursday at 7, and that's the free matinee.
Show up with your ID.
Get it for free, no money. One on Friday at 7, one on Saturday at 2, and one on Saturday at 7.
Yeah.
So we got 4 shows, 2 casts. So if you really like it, you can go see it again with the different people.
I'll be in the house tomorrow night.
So will we? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We'll see you there.
Let's sit together. They'll probably have a little section roped off for us.
Oh,
for the
sports cast. Yeah, I like that.
In the booth.
Yeah, we'll be sitting up.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're some Russian czar or something like that.
I'll need my opera glasses.
Yeah, your monocle. Your like Monopoly monocle.
Goggles.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm pumped for that. I'm a big fan of plays and mostly musicals. So I was a little bummed that it wasn't a musical.
Well,
musicals
in the spring. Okay. Plays in the fall.
Thanks for catching me up to speed.
Of course.
Yeah. So once again, we are the Wheaton South Sports Cast, but we are Wheaton South, and we like everything.
Branching out. Yeah.
You guys, whatever you do, we're proud of you. We love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's sell that place out tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And how do we get tickets, just in case anyone is...
I think at the door when you walk
in. At the door is $12. You can buy them online. I'm not sure how, but I think it's cheaper if you buy them online. I think it's $10 if you buy them online.
But for students, bring your ID, you get it for free. For Thursday. Yeah.
Sweet. So a little backtrack here.
Yep.
If you'll forgive me, if the audience will forgive me. I know you guys will. The audience, hopefully the audience will.
Yeah.
So a little drama at the Brother Rice game, right?
Oh boy.
So we talked about the sideline misconduct, but well within his right was Coach Norris and our staff, right? But a little bit, John, going back and forth on social media.
Yeah, there's a little. I don't know. We had the 12th man. I don't know. Some Sister Rice chants.
All right.
There was some creative stuff, some less creative stuff, but I was feeling it for the most part.
I mean, just the fact that like it was so close, just like made everything get so intense. So like there's obviously a lot of emotion going into it from both like the players' standpoint and like the people who were watching. Like we had parents behind us who were.
They were getting into it, yeah.
The parents
were nuts. That was, I mean, it was just a crazy game because no one expected it to be like that tight.
Yeah,
it was just unbelievable, and so there was a lot of stuff going around. There's pictures of 2-point conversions that may or may not be in. I mean, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I know these IHSA referees, sometimes they have blemishes on their resume in the past. I don't know about this squad of Zebras that were officiating the game, but there's human error. There's no instant replay system.
Nobody's perfect.
So, yeah, I mean, for all I know, these guys did as best they could. But, it did look like there was some evidence for the Tigers.
It did.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I'm just trying to forget about that in the past.
And so Brother Rice is alive, correct? They're playing this.
I think so because they played. I can't remember who they played, but they won. Whoever they played.
I think the stars will align where our rivals up north across the tracks.
We actually had a whole bunch of Wheaton North people.
There were a couple of the football players were there at our game watching. So
they were cheering us on. So,
but they were
crosstown brothers right there.
Yeah, that's just because they wanted to play us.
Well,
yeah.
We'll take a week.
Yeah.
So honestly, good luck to Wheaton North if it means they're playing Brother Rice.
Yeah.
I'll have to go get a little royal blue and yellow gear. Just
I don't know if we can say that on here.
I don't know about that.
Hey, just for the weekend.
Yeah.
Just for the weekend.
Just sitting there stands and cheer.
I'm a huge advocate for the public school over the private school.
All right, there you go. That's fair.
With their recruiting abilities and with our homegrown talent, whether it was Wheaton North or whether it was Batavia, or whether it was Glenbard North, I always want to see that public school prevail against those blue bloods, if you will.
I mean, speaking of Batavia, actually.
Go for it.
Well, okay. I was just thinking, because Batavia was like ranked number 1, right, in 8A, and they're out. They're done. Batavia lost. So there's some big possibilities for this playoff season right here.
It's always fun. It takes us all the way up until the Thanksgiving weekend. It's always fun to see these high school athletes give it their all on that Saturday after Thanksgiving or Friday after. Maybe they split it up because we got 8 classes. I don't know if they jam all 8 and Saturday, maybe 4 and 4.
Anyway, Sam, what were you saying?
I was gonna go back to actually. Like everybody, when you're playing Rams football and stuff, like it's Wheaton North and it's South.
Exactly.
So like you get to know a lot of those other like North football players, and you kind of like your teammates with them. So you have that friendship and
like I know a lot of those guys.
So like when you're going up against each other, obviously that stuff kind of goes out the window. But after that, you're all you still have that teammate, that from across town. So it's still something kind of cool that Wheaton does, I think, is Rams.
Oh no, totally. I mean, yeah, basically, next year Wheaton North is going to get spanked in the football game, but afterwards we'll still be friends, right?
Yeah.
Leave it all on the field.
Leave it all on the field,
and then bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Like well, so I think we're probably coming to a wrap here on this episode. Unless you guys had anything you want to get off your chest. The one thing I will say, and that we can kind of preview for our next rendezvous. It's November. And transitioning of the sports seasons. So I'm a little biased, but it's basketball season.
It's basketball season.
IHSA basketball, I think, is the most beautiful game that we have here in the state. If you go down to Texas, I'm sure it's football, or if you go out to California, I'm sure it's baseball. But here, being the Midwest in the Rust Belt, cold weather, early evenings, basketball is the best game that we have here in the Midwest, in my humble opinion. So we'll be previewing our boys teams and our girls teams in the near future. We got a bunch of good young men and young ladies on those teams, and big expectations, right, for Coach Healy and his boys.
Yeah,
they're winning conference last year.
Yeah,
and be on the lookout for the intramural team.
Is that right? Are you putting on your John Stockton short shorts? And,
you better watch out.
How's Richards' game?
Oh man, you don't want to see it.
Excuse me.
Cover your eyes.
Yeah. I played travel basketball in 6th grade.
Yeah. Well, before we wrap, like football came to a close, volleyball came to a close, cross country came to a close, but Wheaton West hockey is still going.
That's right.
I think they go. Their playoffs are like February and a little bit into March, so they got a lot of season left. So.
And you guys were going to games in September?
Yeah.
They played for a long time.
They get stretched out.
Interesting. Well, I know we got a few guys in the building.
Yeah, we got
Henry Mayer,
Jake Zima, goalie Josh Negrelli.
Yes, sir.
Who else?
We got some younger kids too.
Ippolito,
yeah. Yeah.
Well, nice. There's someone I'm blanking on. I don't know, but there's definitely other people.
Yeah.
And go watch a hockey game. They're crazy.
Yeah. I think they played at night though, and they got some weird times. I think they played at 8:50 tonight.
It's rough.
Yeah, go watch a late night hockey game then.
Yeah.
It's for the love of the game though. Yeah. Pretend you're on the West Coast, or pretend it's a game on the West Coast.
Yeah, right.
So that's always kind of a nice surprise, like watching Sox versus Oakland or something. 9 o'clock on a school night, catch a little West Coast baseball. So just pretend, do a little mental visual exercise or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Yeah. You want to wrap it up?
That's a wrap again. Apologies for the delay, but oh man, it's good to be back in the saddle, and hopefully you guys like this. If you like this format, we're here in Upper Tradition at Wheaton Warrenville South. We're all together here.
Yeah.
Oh, and
open door.
Yeah, kind of building off of that right there. We always say like, hey, if you want to be featured on the Sportscast, feel free to let us know. We're gonna kind of elaborate on that a little bit. If you want to get on like an episode, just come to Mr. Brennan's room when we're filming.
Yeah.
Walk in. We'll take whoever.
Reach out to us. We'll let you know when we'll be. You can pop in for 5 minutes, however long you want to be here, and just talk.
If you got something to say, say it.
Yeah.
Wonderful, boys. Wonderful, boys. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks to the families and the good people that make up Wheaton Warrenville. And we'll see you guys in the near future.
Yeah. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.